Morning, 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 everybody. Morning. Yo, yo. How you doing? Good morning, morning. Am I bullish or am I bearish on SPY? Um, I'll let you know in a sec. I'm gonna do my charting right now. So far, we have, hold on. We have an outside day. I would say it's fairly bullish. I'm pretty bullish on this. Only because it's an all-time high right now and we haven't seen any signs of slowing down so far. I'd like to see some downside targets taken if before I say anything on the downside. So I guess my bias right now is fairly bullish, but I'll tell you exactly right now after I chart some of these levels. What's going on, guys? I see people coming in. Good morning, guys. All right. Let me. Well, you know what? Let me just get the yesterday's levels and stuff. Um, what's going on, guys? Welcome, welcome. I also did some work this weekend, so I've been building out a resource or a library for you guys that is like completely free. Um, and it's separate from the teach trade stuff. It'll just kind of be like my YouTube channel site pretty much, but that'll tell you everything about what I do and what I know. Um, I have to meet with Key, and I think maybe I'll probably try to integrate myself officially or try to have like coursework officially for day trading or something. But in case he doesn't want that, essentially my course on teach trade is like offered as kind of a bonus, and so it's just for people to have more options in case the strat doesn't fit them 100% or maybe they want to take different type of trades. So that's kind of where I come in. Um, but I'm also just developing a separate resource right now. You can actually look at it. None of it's functional, but it's called Day Trading for Dummies. Um, and so if you see this, this is like a channel or a little website or just like a library or a content hub for my YouTube channel. And basically, you know, I'll link my journal here. I can actually just ping this too. Uh, Pen, yeah. So this is my a thing, and then if you see, I have some of this stuff built out. If you go to the blog, um, I have a resource. When people ask like, oh, well, what videos should I learn? What videos should I learn for ICT? So I just show them like all the stuff that I learned from, and I'm gonna add the silver bullet videos here too. Um, but yeah, so this is kind of where like I can kind of you know give you guys uh, direct like resources in terms of like, oh, where can I learn about this? Where can I learn about that? Well, here it is. You know what I'm saying? So that is what I was working on this weekend, but I'm liking how it's coming out. You know what I'm saying? And also I got all my YouTube videos on here, so every time if you guys miss a video or whatever, what you're able to do is actually hop on here and then you're able to view my video. So it automatically populates, so I think that's really cool. Um, so yeah, that's just a little bit of an update for you guys. I'm gonna drop that and start linking it everywhere, but pretty cool. And I'm also going to be iterating as well, so it's going to be like my own little content library. Um, Obviously completely free of charge. I don't think I'll ever really charge for specific content because my I learned pretty much self-guided, so I'm not going to deny anyone else the opportunity for self-guidance. I typically will charge when people use my time though. So like when I do live instruction or when I do coaching, like when it's directly involving me, I will charge. But other than that, in terms of resources, I typically will just give them out for free. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like a super gatekeeper. All right, so this is like I'm watching this on the daily here. What I really want to do is zoom in and start getting those other time frames we were talking about. So when did the market open here? Asian session started here, which is also the low. That works out. So this is the Asian low, and this right here is considered a not really a gap, but um, a time where the market ended up closing and then you know it's open now. So I mean we'll just mark that as I'm not even gonna say like uh, gap fill level. And now, a word from my ancestors. So I would expect, really what I'm doing is trying to pay attention. I'm actually just trying to pay attention to what price does at these levels. I don't have like, when I mark these levels, right? I don't have a game plan necessarily as to what I'm gonna do. I'm just actually paying attention to what happens at these levels. That way I can kind of form a theory, form a model, right? Form some sort of bias or form some sort of trading idea where I could say, okay, the last couple times it's reacted, it's bounced off Friday's high. It hasn't broken it. So if I want to take a short, I'm probably going to need to see a close below one of these lows, and that will probably indicate uh, prices coming down or targeting the internal liquidity levels set up by the price. So that's really what that's really what I'm trying to do when I mark these levels. But let's get into specifically the time frames, right? So one of our favorite time frames is the Asian, London, and New York in that order. So the Asian time, as we all know, this is like literally every day if you've been in the stream. Uh, it's 6 to 12. So we're just gonna we took the low, which is right here, and then we're gonna take the high of the Asian range, which is at 12, which is this candle. So it means that I want to find the highest price before this candle ends, which is actually right here. Okay. Asian high, that's 12, right? So what's the London session? Well, London session is 12 to 6 a.m. Right? So from 12, is there a low? This is the low here, and is there any point lower than this? Yes, there are. There are lower points, which also gets respected here. Everyone good though? Everyone had a good weekend? Everyone watched cryptocurrency explode. Anyone make money off their cryptocurrency? That's a London low. And then this is we want to find the London high, right? So we'll cut our window off at 6. You think top's near for crypto? Oh, hell no. No, 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 no. I think we just started, brother. I mean, in terms of like the top, do you mean like short term or long term? Short term, maybe we might come down, but it's gonna fluctuate, you know, like, um, and also recently more than ever, governments have more and more Bitcoin. Like every year, they have more and more Bitcoin. They have more and more cryptocurrency. So it's just gonna be kind of controlled, and it's gonna be similar to an index, where it'll just go up and down. You know what I'm saying? But also, long-term indexes all just really gone up. Like the major ones, you know, Nasdaq, all that stuff. Yeah, 2025 top. Honestly, honestly, I think before year end. Wait, what's the date? What's the date? 11/11. Okay, we have like 2 months essentially. I will say within 2 months, so like 10 days after New Year's, I think we will see Bitcoin 100K. At least. I really do. Um, if we look at the daily, like this thing is just broken out of everything, you know? Or I would say, you know what? It's not the 100K level. I actually have this charted. So, I did a fib retracement thing on play on this, and I think the top is actually 96K, 95 or 96K. So, you know, do with that what you will. I mean, also I'm not like a very very amazing crypto trader. So this is just like pure speculation, pure investment level. I don't necessarily like day trade this stuff. I just kind of sit and hold. I was negative on crypto for like 2 years straight. So only recently I've just been able to actually maintain profit. But you know, I'm not the best guy to like, or you know what, I would say just like don't take my word for 100%, but this is my price target. And I got this price target when I took a fib retracement in March uh, of 2 years ago. So once we had the low of November, or sorry, this is March, yeah, 2 years ago, and then into November we had a low of 2 years ago. So this is the absolute low. It's been 2 years since then, and so your best golden period would have just like essentially put your all your money here within last year, and now with when this year started, you were just up the whole time. You didn't, if you invested 2023, you would have never been negative this whole year for Bitcoin. So that is like that was actually a projection I had about a year ago. So I've just left it. I've just left this ever since. Um, ever since I figured out that the low was in last year, and so far it's kind of you know, been respecting my fibs a little bit. I would say this right here, this choppy part, not so much, but definitely here, and I would assume hopefully here. So I want to see 96K. I want to see price break this. So that's my prediction. So I know for the top, I don't think it's in right now. I don't. But do I think it's worth to buy right now? No, you only have around. My prediction is you only have around 10K of room, so I wouldn't invest a ton. You're near the top. You're not at the top, but you're near it. Okay. What did I get? What did I? Well, I actually lost track. I'm sorry, guys. London low. Okay, we need to get the London high. Um, okay, that ends at 6 a.m. So obviously London high is right here, which is no surprise. That's a silver bullet time. And the liquidity it probably broke was this one right here. You know what I'm saying? Um, Now, London high, and then now we're gonna hit the New York. Um, New York stuff is still happening. Of course, I recognize this is the daily high. Just gonna see like between 6:30 and 7:30. I think 7:30 is right here, and the low, New York low. All right, well the high is here. I've already marked it, so I'm not gonna mark a New York high. I think what we will do is probably try to go for a low. All right, so now odds are we are probably gonna take some downside targets, just because all the liquidity levels right now I see on the downside. I mean, in terms of like current price, uh, like where do I think my bias is right now? Well, since I would say, um, let me see. Let me take a look at 12. What happened since midnight? Okay, I say midnight. There's upper level liquidity broken. Downside hasn't been broken on these. Um, London low hasn't been broken. So these are all active while the upsides actually have all been taken. Uh, like to a point where this is just all like this London high got taken and then retraced into. So this London high got taken. Um, I guess you could consider this a breach or liquidity grab of some sort. Because the actual trade or the actual movement didn't last long, nor did it make continuing to make new levels or uptrend after that. So far, what we'll see is that this is kind of a liquidity grab, and so I would assume that we definitely come see some downside before we go any higher, just because there's a bunch of liquidity. Also, there's a gap fill that we didn't touch yet, so I assume there's going to be a lot of orders here. So yeah, I guess long term, I think we're definitely going to go up, but short term, there might be an opportunity for a downside. We'll see. Um, right now, we're actually not an inside day. We're actually an outside day, so for myself, I'm really kind of I don't mind trading today. All the time frames are green. I would just need to see some sort of like movement or an opportunity pretty much that I could actually find a decent entry. If we do find upside or downside, it doesn't really matter to me. I just need the entry, you know. I need the entry and a proper risk to reward, and I will take it. And as long as the time frames are on my side or I'm not fighting a trend, you know, those are typical things that I'll be looking for. So yeah, we're just gonna chill till probably market open. When market opens, I think things are gonna get a little bonkers. People gonna be buying, people gonna be selling, all this shit. All the options traders gonna wake up. They're gonna be like, oh my god, I gotta sell. You guys want to see Solana as well? Bro, Solana is gone. Now, for me, Solana top is actually 360. And you'll see that this is like complete breakout right here. Complete breakout. This was I think an ascending triangle or some shit like that. I don't remember the patterns. I'm sorry, but this is some kind of triangle or some kind of flag, and then you'll see that there's a breakout, and not only there's a breakout, there's actually a successful retest. So essentially, 160 below 160 was like your last opportunity last week to really get a good entry. But ever since then, it's just like taken off, you know. All these orders haven't been filled. This is also all-time highs. Or actually, no, it's not all-time highs yet. But it's broken previous liquidities and made new highs. And now it has 240 and 260 to break. After 260, this shit could go crazy, crazy. So yeah. So as you can see, I also had the fib retracements as well from the low. Um, so yeah. And at the time, this was the high. So far the fibs have applied decently, I would say. Uh, applied decently for crypto. I would say that around this area, I don't know if I would have held it. So yeah, I started picking it up at like 130. I'm actually trying to sell at 230, or like above this liquidity level. Once that happens, above 226, I'm actually gonna sell some. And I'm just gonna let the rest ride. But I'm just gonna take out some of my initial investment and just hold cash, and then let the rest just do it. Just do what it needs to do. Because if I sell here and it really does go up another $100, I technically would have lost money. So yeah. We can look at Ethereum as well. I don't know if I did a fib retracement setup on Ethereum. I think I just have like levels. Oh, actually, guess what? I did. I actually did do a fib retracement. Now, on Ethereum, see, Ethereum right now is kind of a lagger. You'll see that the move isn't as substantial, with Ethereum. It did break 3K though. And after it sat around 25, 24, 2600 for like a really long time since August. So it just like sat here and did nothing. It's finally broken out. And now it's probably going to take all these levels and go up to 4,000. I have 4,200 near high. I don't even think it'll make all-time high just because it's lagging so bad. I would love to be wrong, but honestly, Solana is kind of like the new hot shit. People don't even like Ethereum anymore. You can see, look at Doge. Doge is 28 cents. Holy fuck. Um, I actually traded this before, back like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when things were getting pretty popular with it. I actually ended up trading this, or maybe it was 3 years ago. I actually ended up trading this from 8 cents. I got this thing at 8 cents, and then I ended up trading it and selling it at like 20. Let me see. It was like I sold some at 15. I ended up selling up at some at 20 as well. So I made a decent trade, but yeah, I made like a couple thousand just buying a bunch. But yeah, um, what was crazy is I actually couldn't even buy it on Coinbase. Doge has been trading longer than this, but the thing is that when I bought it, you actually had to buy it off the market. You couldn't buy on Coinbase. You had to buy Ethereum or Bitcoin and then transfer or swap it on another thing. So I was really early to Doge, but not really interested in it right now, to be honest. It's kind of expensive. It's like 20 something cents. I don't even I don't even think it's worth that. But it'll probably hit $1. It hit 70 cents last time, so it'll probably hit $1 for sure. Okay, what's going on right now? We got 15 minutes till market open. Market's not really doing shit. It is respecting Friday's high. And even though we've came down so far on the 5 minute, this isn't a full downtrend. Why is it not a full downtrend? Well, it didn't make a new low, right? It didn't make a new low here, so there's nothing that's telling us that this is not an uptrend so far. So, of course, we have candles like that, we might see something different. If SOL goes to $1, yeah, maybe, yep, I could see that. But you know what? Uh, you'll notice like from now on, like people will start mentioning it like in your everyday conversation, like, oh, what should I buy SOL? Like, should I buy cryptocurrency right now? All that stuff. Like, that's when you'll notice that the actual crypto run has started. And I guess like the top is like when celebrities start saying like, yo, when celebrities start accepting money for NFTs, or like when someone from the Migos is like, what y'all know about SOL? Like that's a good time to be like, all right, maybe I should take some off. And the reason is it's not because the Migos can't buy cryptocurrency. It's because that kind of influence or notoriety that those artists or those prolific figures may have, that is going to instill a small pump. So it's better for you to sell the news and just protect your initial investment. That way you can remove all the risk from the cryptocurrency and just hold it forever. You know what I'm saying? Because then, like, let's say you put $2,000 in it and you make a lot of money and you profit $3,000. Well, you can just take your $2,000 out and pay yourself back, and now you have free cryptocurrency, which you've been rewarded for putting your initial risk in, right? So now you can just take your risk out and have existing cryptocurrency. Same thing with anything. Same thing with the stock. Same thing with the option. You can do a bunch. Like, I'm just trying to explain that that's a pretty decent strategy. Always selling the news is always going to keep you safe because you're going to put money in your pocket. Let me tell you something. You're going to take profit and you're going to be sad. You're going to be like, "Well, damn, I took profit at 100. I should have taken profit at 300, But let me ask you something. Is being up $100 being better than being down 100? You know what I'm saying? Like, because you can't accept that you should have sold at 300 without also understand that you could have been down more. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just have one side. Last bull run when Ruby Rose posting Doge was the yeah, that all those funny. You guys won't even believe it. You know why I'm telling you guys that advice? Because I have lost money on cryptocurrency for like straight up 2 years until now. Okay, I've been either negative or and unfortunately I did buy I'm a little bit embarrassed now to admit it, but yeah, I did buy NFTs and I held them, and they went to like shit, and I bought them for like spent like $3,000 on them. So, what I'm telling you is that I had a chance to sell out and maybe get some money back, but Ethereum was so worthless at that point too, where I didn't even feel like it was worth it. But now the thing is that one of the pump or the sell signals I had that I completely ignored is that I had a Playboy NFT, and then Cardi B, like the Playboy team linked or gave some money to Cardi B, and Cardi B changed her Twitter profile picture to my NFT, and that shit pumped a little, and then I could have just sold out for like a decent, I mean, still a loss, but could have sold out for a little bit more money. But I just didn't. I just incurred the full loss because I'm thinking like, yo, Cardi B is gonna save this shit. Obviously, my first mistake, but you live and you learn. So that's why I'm telling you from experience, you know, when you see your fucking Twitter, your fucking artist, your favorite artist on Twitter posts, yo, get the fuck out. I think Key sent me a tweet from a celebrity, and we always joke about it because it's just so funny. Like, cause it's just so funny, like to see like I don't know some random like artist just be like, "Yo, what do you guys know about that Solana coin?" You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna find a screenshot of what Key sent me. Yo, that shit was fucking hilarious. Oh yeah, yeah, this thing right here. This is so funny. I like this by the way. Yo, what's up with all these meme coins though? I keep hearing about them everywhere. Is it all hype or are people really making bread off this? This is the actual Thai dollar sign account. Yo, this is fucking hilarious. Yo, I gotta do some shit. What's up with all these meme coins though? Yo, that shit had me dead. Well, why the fuck is Ty Dollar Sign talking about meme coins, brother? Not that you can't, but it's just you're just like the last person you'd expect, right? Everyone has the right to invest in meme coins and everything. Everyone has the right for cryptocurrency, but man, that is on my checklist of things I did not expect this year. I keep hearing about them. Are people really making money off those meme coins? Bro, last crypto run, I kid you not, I had a girlfriend that or sorry, I had a girl that was a friend, like, she was like a friend of a friend. She was acquaintance. Like, I spoke to her maybe like once or twice in high school. After like 7 or 8 years, like, I have like investing stuff posting on my content, So, um, I have like some trades and investment stuff that I posted on my Instagram. So after like 6 or 7 or 8 years of not talking, she messages me, she DMs me, and she goes, "My boyfriend wants to sell everything and buy Doge. Like, do you think this is a good investment?" I keep telling him like no, but do you like, is there anything that you can tell me to tell him? And I'm like, yo, if you don't want to be like fucking eat ramen noodles for the next 2 years, don't fucking buy Doge, okay? Buy some Bitcoin. Like, you can't sit there and hold all your money in that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be doing something safe. So that's where I was like, oh my fucking god, like people are out of their fucking minds. Also, the reason why we have this kind of group. But you know what? It's not even they're out of their minds. It's that they just don't know any better because one, they might want more money. They might have a need or might have a want for more money, and they don't really know how to go about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's really where that comes from. Alright, it's about to be market open too. They had Willie D from Ghetto Boys putting Saitama. Oh, really? I didn't even see that shit. That's crazy. Yeah, but you know what? A lot of these cryptocurrency guys, they have a project, they get crowdfunded. They get crowdfunded like a couple $1 million or whatever. And what they do is they take a milli and they say, yo, like Snoop Dogg, do you want a milli to make a tweet about this coin? And then what happens is that the Snoop Dogg's like, hell yeah. And then the Snoop Dogg's like, I could delete it. I could delete it a little bit. And then the guy's like, yeah, 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 delete it after like 1 week. And then the guy's like, all right, word. So the Snoop Dogg makes the tweet, right? And he's like, yo, buy that 420 coin. You know what I'm saying? Like, smoke it up, y'all. So you buy that the 420 coin, and then what happens is there's like 1 million followers on Snoop Dogg's side that might, and then some of them might buy it. And then whoever owns the fucking coin before that tweet just absolutely just fucking dumps on people. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these influencers and rappers, they all did that. They all took the quick checks, and none of it was regulated. None of it was oversaw. There's no SEC for that shit. There's no, because you know, if you do that for like a company, like, you know, there's nothing stopping like a stock market, like a public company IPO from doing that shit. But you know, actually, in fact, you would think there's nothing stopping you. So why wouldn't they do it? Well, actually, there is. There's an office called the fucking SEC that'll arrest your ass and put you straight into federal prison for those crimes. So on crypto, it's a fucking wild west right now. It's not regulated. Like, you can just do anything you want. You know, Key, if Key wanted, he could be like, yo, I'm launching the Key coin. And then like 1,000 people buy that shit. And then he could give himself like 1 million and then just dump it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like how easy it is to do that. And by the way, all that information, if you want to look on YouTube how to launch your altcoin, it's like actually brainless. You don't even need to code anymore. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, stay safe, and that's why we're not launching a fucking cryptocurrency. That's just the name of the game. Like, I actually believe in the actual application of cryptocurrency, but I don't deny that people get fucking scammed all the time. Even myself, I've been scammed. I've been scammed crazy with crypto. Like, as a what I thought was an experienced investor, but I've lost money in that shit, man. You got rug pulled with Monoke? Yo, you know what happened to me? I actually, dude, I went on this YouTube video, had like 100K views, and I actually downloaded this crypto auto trade bot, and it was a arbitrage bot, and what you actually did was you had to load cryptocurrency in it, and it would like immediately take your cryptocurrency and like put put like put it through like 3 different wallets and then send it to an unknown wallet, and you wouldn't get your money back. But that video had like 120K views before it got eventually taken down, and I'm like, holy fuck, like how many people did he get with this? Because I got with it, and um I lost like, I didn't lose much. I put the minimum. I put like half an Ethereum at the time, which was like 800 bucks. This was like when I was a noob in crypto. So it was like $1,600 Ethereum, and then I put like 800 bucks. So I actually lost that money immediately, and I was like a little bit sick to my stomach. But the reason why I did that is because to stake and to make money automated on crypto is not unheard of. So I was like, oh shit, like this guy's just blessing it, you know? This guy's just blessing it because I got so much free information from like ICT and trading community that I was like, okay, these crypto YouTubers are just blessing it. Yo, I got scammed the fuck out of. But yeah, luckily it wasn't a crazy amount. I feel bad for the people who like put all their money into one thing, but yeah. But that's the thing. I just don't really want to put all my money into one thing ever. I want to be diversified all the time. I got Doge right before Elon went on Saturday Night Live and lost a grip of money. Oh, they fucking sold the news on you, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But I actually held Tesla calls during the initial Tesla battery day, and that was such a like lackluster event that I actually got completely destroyed. I lost like I swung it, and then the next morning I was down like 70 or 80%. I just sold it right there. I just got so clapped, and I put a lot of money into that because I was on that Elon Musk wave for a little bit. But then ever since he bought Twitter, I just realized that that guy is a fuckhead. Like that guy is a complete idiot, and I just realized that just because someone has money doesn't mean they're fucking smart. That's like the big red pill I want to let everybody down with. Just because someone like intelligence has nothing to do with how much money you make, and that's a good and a bad thing because it means that if someone is dumber than you, and they're making more money, then it should be easy for you. You know what I'm saying? But it's not about dumb or smart. It's mostly about just having skills and um, executing on those skills. And if your skills aren't good, like getting good and practicing. I don't agree with a lot of his theories or business decisions at all, but I don't deny that he's not a smart guy. You know, he's probably pretty intelligent in a lot of fields. But man, I really don't. Twitter was my favorite platform, and man, I really don't agree. I really don't agree with like how Twitter is right now. And also, I'm like an Indian guy, so it's like if you're like black or brown, you just see like so much like blatant racism on X, which is like you're like, what the fuck? Like, how is this acceptable? And how are these accounts just like being promoted? I'm also like also so tired of anything race conversation wise that it extremely turns me off to use Twitter nowadays. I usually just use it to keep up with like specific creators or like market shit. Cause getting the fastest information definitely got to be Twitter. You'll see that this market is technically in an uptrend right now, but there's an FVG that's being respected right here, right? But because this is an uptrend, um, yeah, I blocked Elon, but then you know he made a rule. He's actually out of his fucking mind. I actually blocked Elon as soon as he got Twitter, so I don't see him meme all the time. But the thing is that um, the thing is that he actually made like a rule where like even when you're blocked, you can still like see their fucking tweets or some shit like that. And I know it's directly because like half the Twitter user base blocked or restricted Elon or something like that, and he doesn't like that. Because the thing is, I didn't even follow Elon, but as soon as he bought Twitter, all his tweets started showing up every day, and I didn't follow him. So how does that make sense? I click not interested, it doesn't work. So I'm like, okay. So this man is just fucking with me right at this point. Like I don't want to grab data from Elon, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to read like billionaires political points. Okay, market open. We're probably gonna see this downtrend form now. We did make uh a new low so far. We broke the previous New York low. Yeah, what's really interesting is that this FVG is sort of respected here, but I guess it's not all too interesting because on the 1 minute this has been downtrending for a while. It's just on the 5 minute there hasn't been a close. So you know, if you wanted to, you could also just even shorten the FVG um, to here, right? To here. So this is also an FVG which ultimately got respected. That's a 1 minute FVG, and you'll see that there's kind of just a nasty drop that breached the New York low that we made earlier in the morning. And now we're seeing, I guess, some kind of bounce, or you know, we'll just kind of wait and see another 15 to 20 minutes. Just one moment. I gotta mute myself real quick.
Working day and night, making moves with no hesitation. Right, told my homies to sit tight, cause pretty soon it'll be activation time. We counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, activate. Started up, hit the ground running, we can't hesitate. About to fly in the sky high, watch me levitate. Activation time.
By activate, be half activist, half acting up. Like if dudes want trip, pack them up. Reading the sign up beneath streaming dollars, wanna act more. I'm confused. Never been one for distractions much. Well, that's a lot, cause if she passing by with an ass to fly, I might. What was I saying? Like, oh yeah, right, gotta activate. I won't be victim to passive fate. Fuck your little script that you have for me. I'm too groovy for you to mute me from Motown to Maryland. NY to the rarest land. We organizing a caravan of ones who care again. That's
Working day and night, making moves with no hesitation. Right, told my homies to sit tight, cause pretty soon it'll be activation time. We counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, activate. Started up, hit the ground running, we can't hesitate. About to fly in the sky high, watch me levitate. Activation time.
Look, and we still make it look easy for you. Top of me not feasible, please don't get your little season put on hush. Nigga, I push demons with my touch. Nigga, I can't ease it in easily. I put diesel in that truck. Don't catch me speed and get no fucks. On the pedal for a reason, ain't no luck. Get a mad do easily. Came a long way from just going through guns. I got these taxes and shit, I'm relaxing. The bitch steady action to keep going up. Ain't a part of no man's faction. This solo back is a problem. They see Vel keep passing. It's an issue, we can solve them.
Working day and night, making moves with no hesitation. Right, told my homies to sit tight, cause pretty soon it'll be activation time. We counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, activate. Started up, hit the ground running, we can't hesitate. About to fly in the sky high, watch me levitate. Activation time.
Yeah, when I wake up at 5, she wakes up too. But it's because I get out of bed and stuff. What's going on, guys? I'm back. I just had to mute my mic for a sec.
Yeah. It's recording.
Oh, what happened? We had the little breach. This is a breach, by the way. I'm not sure if you guys acknowledge that. Like, now this is more of a liquidity grab, right? Where this is an obvious bounce. If you go on the 1 minute, you'll probably see it a little bit more in detail where you got the liquidity grab, right? And this is on the 939, so this is before. So now I'm definitely, if this thing, which here's the thing, now we have this downtrending we had this downtrending FVG, and so if this thing does uptrend and make a new high, this FVG will be taken, and then we might just target some upside. So that is a possibility here. Just gonna wait and see if this 1 minute FVG does get filled. It'll be a little bit of an indicator that the 5 minute uptrend is actually still prevalent and a little bit more prominent than this downtrend on the 1 minute. So that's also why, like, I didn't really necessarily want to or like I'm expecting this FVG to get filled immediate, like at some point, because on the 5 minute there's a big FVG and we're technically still uptrending on 5 minutes, so it's like, you know. So if this doesn't get filled and we come back down, I would say that this is going to be a new downtrend because we've now made like two new lows. That's why this indicator as well is kind of not correct, but we'll see if it gets filled. My prediction is it does actually get filled. Yeah. Okay. Is it best to mark the high and low liquidity zone after the 1 hour on the time frame? I mean, I just try to get the exact level. So if it's like when I marked levels this morning, I marked like the daily high and the daily low off the daily time frame, you know. But then I zoomed in, and then I just like took at the level. I just took a look at the level. So like, if you feel like your high is prominent enough where it didn't like at that hour was the high, then you know mark it as is. But if not, then zoom in and just make sure you get the exact level you were looking for. Like if you were looking at a 1 hour candle, then within that 1 hour you could find 60 candles, right? So get the exact high within that 60 candles. So it's like I use both. I use all the time frames. There's not one or the other, is what I'm meaning to say. Yeah, SPY 2 up on the day and week, but pulled back a little. Yeah, but you know what? It is 2 up, so it's like I'm not gonna say that's bullish, but what I will say is that that is a trading condition for us because we don't really like to trade on inside days. That's the one thing where I don't like to necessarily risk that much because the day ends up being so choppy. Because our edge sort of relies on very like our edge relies on liquidity levels being broken. So if it's in a range and it's not breaking any liquidity, then we don't have a setup. So it kind of just becomes a waste of time. But today, since it's a 2 day or it's an outside day, as I like to call it, then you know I think we could see something, right? That is like the first step. That's also something that I didn't actually mention in my course, which I think I should add, where I will be trying to integrate a lot of strat stuff with the ICT stuff and make a hybrid strategy. And I think this hybrid strategy will be the craziest day trading strategy ever. Because if you start to mark like broadening formations and start to take FVGs and stuff, I think you could be nasty. I'm not gonna lie, but I have to test it for a long time before I introduce it to people. Like, you know, this edge that I have, the reason why it's so mechanical or it feels like I have things figured out is because I did this for a while. You know, I lost some money in the process too, trying to actually get good at it. So when you change up your edge, you should be expecting that you're gonna fuck up a trades for a lot because it's just a new style, right? You have to build up your habits to support that. So a lot of this stuff takes time, but I will have a refined thing on my website here. You know what I'm saying? I gotta I gotta go to my blog, right? Or yeah, go to the blog here, and I gotta write down this a little bit and include the silver bullet videos as well. Um, but yeah, this is a nice little guide that I put together. I can't wait for this site to kind of be an awesome library, and also like it'll be just cool to have all this stuff where um, people can just like literally go back and watch all my shit at will. Ooh, ooh. When is this indicator gonna say it's a downtrend? Because right now this thing is a downtrend right now to me. That was pretty nasty dump. And I said this morning that we left a lot of liquidity levels down that we never took yet, right? So it's not too much of a surprise that that's what's happening. Um, I'm really wondering when on the 5 minute this is going to be considered a downtrend because we've downtrended a bunch, and on the 5 minute we haven't marked anything. Is it a downtrend now? Should be. There you go. You got it. This is your downtrend here. It's technically 9:45. I could take a trade, but I don't want to. We just want to see what it does at all these levels. So, at the Asian high, destroyed it. London low, di is it going to destroy? Is it going to bounce? We don't know yet. But right now, it looks like a destruction. Are you making a course? Um, I don't know. I don't really know how I would structure a course. Uh, and maybe if there's interest, I would definitely make a course. But the thing is that my course or my material is kind of built into the Advanced Academy, and so, you know, I do get compensated for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like technically that is a course for myself, and I like that style because it kind of weeds out people. Like I don't have to educate them on the beginning stuff. You know, people understand trade and risks and options and all this stuff like that, which is the audience I would like. I don't really want the noobs because the noobs have a lot to learn before they understand um, like how to manage their risk properly. And so the edge only works if you're good at risk management, right? Like most edges. So yeah. Um, but yeah, if there is interest, definitely let me know. And you're the only person, then I'll just make it for you, and you can have a free course. I won't even charge for it. You know what I'm saying? So if there's interest in some sort of material like that, definitely let me know. But for now, I don't have any plans. It's also because like people flame you, I guess, if you make a course. But I, I would argue that no one can really teach it like me. I think I break it down really simply, and I think even after people watch other YouTube videos, they still come back to me. So I think there's a reason for that. So yeah, maybe put out a poll in the Discord. Yeah, maybe I will. I'll have to bring it up with Key. We meet twice a week. The actual Teach Trade admins, we meet twice a week. So we definitely do talk about a lot of this stuff. So I'll have to bring it up. Actually, last week we didn't meet with him because it was just me and the other admins because he was feeling like under the weather, like kind of sick. I think it's probably because of it's getting cold here in New York and a lot of people are getting sick or like people have sniffles and shit. So yeah, but I definitely will bring it up. I also would have to just like bring it up with Key as well. Like if I were to advertise a course in the Teach Trade, then I think some of the money should actually go back into the business as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we'd have to set that up. But yeah, I'll bring it up. You know, I'll have a chat with him. The thing is, I don't really necessarily like I don't want it to be a conflict of interest where like people only listen to me or this. Like, I like that people get introduced by Key because I got introduced by Key, and I actually genuinely think his materials are really good. So, but there is a knowledge gap, I guess, which I've noticed is that some people like day trading. You know what I'm saying? Some people like to be in and out, and a lot of people, our demographic is actually working people because we encourage you guys to have a little bit of money coming in before you start trading and not be like completely broke because if you're completely broke, you're not going to make good decisions, and then you're going to trade and lose your money, and then you're going to call us scammers. So it's like we don't want to be called scammers, but also more importantly, like we don't want to make you guys just be put you in more unfavorable conditions than you already are. So actually, our typical demographic is like people who just have at least one income stream with a job, or maybe they get like a monthly stipend or some shit like that, or maybe they have a business, but um, anyone that has an income stream is kind of our demographic. And so as a result, the people who have income streams, they typically have a time commitment as well. Like people got to work on their business, people got to show up to a job, people got to work with their kids, people got to do everything, right? So it's like having a program where you can teach somebody to be in and out of the market in an hour is also appealing. It's like a different audience, you know. So that's like I guess something that you could pitch here. Um, but I would have to just talk to Kia and figure out how we can have some of this stuff develop it into the business or like because we have our income streams like planned out. Or like not planned out, but we have our income streams mapped out. So we know how much we generate from like the indicators, the courses, and all that stuff. So that would have to be like another pillar. But it's not something that is new. It's not something that's unheard of. So I will bring it up. But for now, I am going to put a lot of free stuff on here, on my website. So, like, completely free of charge. Don't worry about payment or anything like that. I'd rather that you guys make money with me and you guys are generating income from trading. And then it'll be really easy for if I sell something if you guys want to support whatever I produce. You know what I'm saying? It's obviously like way easier to ask someone for money if you made the money, right? So that's kind of like how I look at it. I don't really need to like I don't really need to beg. I'm good. I'm good and I'm thankful for where I'm at. So New York low got taken, Asian high got taken, London low got taken. Um, just want to see some price on the 5 minute close above these candles. We could potentially see an upside, but right now we're actually downtrending, so I don't necessarily want to fight the trend. At 10, I'll look. For now, I'll look at the first. I'll try to see a 5 minute FVG candle form after 10. We'll just have to see what the liquidity levels are doing because if this doesn't get breached and if we don't go for the daily low, if we don't go for the gap fill level, then there's not going to be much liquidity for me to target. And so because of how I think this candle is going to react, I'm sort of going to build a theory or some kind of like idea about what I want to target because right now we're sort of still ranging. If you look at the daily range, you'll notice this candle is not as convincingly bullish as the other ones, right? You'll see that prices actually start to come down. And so, in terms of our daily range, we're actually in yesterday's range, right? And we're actually kind of like almost dead center. And so, we don't really necessarily have a sense of direction as to where we're going to go. But on the short term, we can kind of just focus on the liquidity levels and start to pay attention to those. And then that'll build a little bit of a framework as to what we want, how we want to plan a trade, you know.
Drink more water. Or you might die.
Okay, we're at 5 minutes till 10.
7-9 King Drive, you can picture me rolling.
I don't really have a, I don't really have an edge as to what we've done where we're gonna go. Besides the fact that we took a liquidity level here. Well, actually, what we initially did was this. So there was a liquidity level, which is for I think this is Friday's high, right? So what we did actually since this morning, this is like 3 or 4 a.m. So we actually did end up taking Friday's high. We test it, and then we end up taking London highs London high as well. So not only did we take Friday, we took London. Um, so after this, we've then since then taken this London high once more, all the way down to previous lows that we didn't touch before. So we took that Asian high, or we took that Asian high, we took that London low, and we also took the New York low as well, all in one go. In terms of liquidity levels that's left, hold on, is there FVG that's forming? Let me see. In terms of a liquidity level that's left, well, the daily low, the low today hasn't been taken. That's quite far. And the gap fill level also hasn't been taken as well. That's going to come after the daily low. So we'll have to see how it reacts at the daily low as well. Um, we're approaching 5 minutes. What I would like to do is I'd like to take a trade with the trend towards the liquidity level with that first 5-minute FVG. Maybe I find some 1-minute FVGs inside of it and I can take a more precise entry. But really what I'd like to do is just wait for now. But, you know, I would assume that we're eventually going to target these. Eventually, I don't know when. Because if we're not targeting these lows anymore, and if we go back to the upside, yeah, we're just gonna make new highs again. You know, we're just gonna be in a place where like, holy shit, you know? We're just gonna be like, holy shit, it doesn't go down. Oh, we have a new post on Instagram. Hold on, I wanna watch this. This is a new post from us. Actually, y'all, go engage with this if you got Instagram, real quick. Because we're gonna drop our little
Of
podcast
trading
episode.
outside of running business.
I wanna see what,
You know what I
You're
mean?
capable for real.
Yeah, like
You're
that
just
really
fucking
is the
with
thing.
yourself.
Yeah, I got to a point in life outside of trading, outside of running businesses, outside of whatever. I am dope, period. Not because I have money, not because I have a skill, not because of these other things. Just a human being in itself is capable, is amazing.
Right.
And that made it significantly easier to be in a space and just having community of folks. Like I saw people around me
Right.
doing it.
Yeah.
I was like, this
Important.
this isn't a pipe dream. There are people, not just people around me doing it, people that look like me doing it.
Right.
And they are talking about it in a way where I feel included in the conversation. I think I'm dope. You know what I
You're
mean?
capable for real.
Yeah.
That's so cool. That came out really nice. I'm gonna share that. But it's just like coming on a silver bullet hour right now, so we gotta pay attention for a sec. Yeah, go show love to that post though. So you'll notice that these candle bodies are really close and the wicks are really close. That's kind of an indicator that there's not really an entry for us at the moment. In the sense that the candles aren't really like making gaps, so for us it's hard to have like an edge, you know? Alright, we got like a little bit till silver bullet hour. We're currently downtrending. We have a liquidity level over here that we didn't take. I don't know how we're gonna structure a trade, but we'll see how what the market gives us. It's officially 10 now.
Yo, yo. They like, nigga, we tired of hearing you pour. Out your heart about how you in a struggle and how you at war. With yourself and how you not confident and you insecure.
of telling it? Ain't you tired of not being relevant? Ain't you tired of talking about your ex and your relative and digging up skeletons? You fucking tired, nigga, shut up. Right, I am fucking tired. I'm tired of working at myself. I want to be perfect already. I'm tired of the dating process. I want to know what's certain already. I'm tired of questioning if God real. I want to get murdered already.
The police are arriving on the scene. No one knows what's happened yet. We're waiting for.
I mean, so far we haven't had a can. If you notice, I mean, I might be speaking too early here, but you know, before 10, we haven't had a candle close below the London low. On the 1 minute, it's a little more choppier for sure, but um, on the 5 minute, it's really clear that on the London low, we haven't had a candle close below it yet, which is why I'm like, all right, you know, I'm not sure if we're gonna see this downside here because we don't even have a close below the low yet. Could be that this is a liquidity grab and we're going all the way back up. We don't really know yet. And the trends are mixed as well. This is a big part too. If you guys see, the 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 trends are mixed. So it's getting a little cloudy at the London low. I don't know. Damn, market became so sleepy all of a sudden, huh? Oh my goodness.
Niggas ain't shit. These niggas ain't shit. Niggas ain't shit. What you mean? This my shit. This my song. You know, niggas ain't shit. I'm not passing you no damn aux cord. It's my car. My car.
Yeah, let's take them back. Coming up, I was confused. My mama kissing a girl. Confusion occurs coming up in the cold world. Daddy ain't
We'll see
around.
how this candle closes here.
My favorite rapper used to sing, check out my melody. I wanna live good, so shit, I sell dope for a 4-finger ring. One of them gold ropes. Nana told me if I pass, I get a sheepskin coat. If I can move a few packs, I get the hat. Now that'd be dope. Tossed and turned in my sleep that night. Woke up the next morning, niggas just stole my bike. Different day, same shit, ain't nothing good in the hood. I run away from this bitch and never come back if I could. Hated to love it, the underdogs on top. And I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. I see this FVG form. Let's see if we get an entry.
in 95, I'll kill you if you try me for my Air Max 95s. Told Banks when I met him I'ma ride, and if I gotta die, rather homicide. I ain't had 50 cent when my grandmama died. Now I'm going back to Cali with my Jacob on. See how time fly. The underdogs on top, and I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop. Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. Hated the love with the underdogs on top, and I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop. Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. From the beginning to the end, lose is lose, win is win. This is real, we ain't got to pretend. The cold world that we in, it's full of pressure and pain. Enough of me.
Oh man, this is a really, really good risk to reward. Um, Unfortunately, I don't know if we'll get an entry. We'll see. The thing is, we needed to wait for the 5-minute FVG to form to even have this level be a little bit prominent, because if you were to take in, let's say this is an FVG, well, this FVG got taken like 10 times, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if like you could have entered here on the 1 minute and been confident. Maybe you could have and just put the stop loss here. You know, that would have been pretty risky itself, because that's also before 10, you know. So right now, not anything crazy. If price comes back up here though, I would really love to take an entry, because the risk is really low. Um,
Fuck that. 8 doobies to the face. Fuck that. 12 bottles in the case, nigga. Fuck that. 2 pills and a halfway, nigga. Fuck that. Got a high tolerance when your age don't exist. Man, I swear my nigga tripping off that shit again.
okay,
Up, then I sit 'em in cold
this
water,
might be
then I
something
order
here.
someone to bring 'em Vicodin. Hope they take the pain away from the feeling that he feel today. You know when you're part of Section 8 and you feel like no one can relate, cause you are a loner, marijuana, endorphins make you stronger. I'm in the house party, tripping off my generation, sipping cough syrup, blankets, water, never no pancakes in the kitchen. Man, not one of our lives is caught up in the daily superstition that the world is about the end. Gives a fuck, we never do listen unless it comes with an 808, a melody and some hoes, PlayStation and some drink, technology bought my soul. Looking around and all I
I
see
think I
is
might want to
negativity.
take a trade off this 1-minute FVG too. So let's see. I gotta see if the 5-minute FVG stays though. Okay, it doesn't look like it's gonna form. Hmm. Fairly choppy. Fairly choppy.
How old are you? She say 22, I say 23. Okay, then we all crack babies. Damn, why you say that? She said, where my drink at? I'ma tell you later. Just tell your neighbors and the police relax. I stood up, shut the blind, closed the screen, jumbotron, made to the back where she reside. Then she said, read between the lines. Yep, hope that I get close enough when the lights turn down. And the fact that she just might open up when the new folks start to drown. Her body and I know the both of us really deep in the mood.
Yeah, I mean, market's definitely dumping, but there's not really a super strong entry for us, just because there's no FVG has been formed yet, unfortunately. There were a couple that might have been formed, like one of these, but not with these candles. This technically could be an FVG. Let's see where this closes. Okay, this right here is something. Okay. Oh, it's not even, this is not even FVG anymore. Where's the inside candle? Oh, here we go. Something. Oh, something.
Sean Khalifa, man.
Hmm.
Paper plane gang.
This load didn't get taken.
501 Young. Hey, shout out to my brother Spitter, man. I just wanted to say that. Yeah. And your bitch can see this shit from across the street, nigga. It's pimping over here. Macaroni.
A 1 minute FVG on the upside here.
Cushion orange juice, nigga.
Probably want to see market structure shift.
Germ, I see you. Cardo on the beat. I don't love 'em, I don't chase 'em, I duck 'em. Smoke something, go to what
Didn't close above the London low.
Instead of worrying about who that bitch fucking, why don't you get you some money? 9 times out of 10, she see me stunting. Game running, wanna know my hotel.
Damn, there's not really shit for us here today, man. We'll wait a little longer. Maybe 10:30 we'll see like a flip.
So super high, look in the sky when you won't see me, bruh. Cut my speakers up, drowning out what the critics say. Just continue to smoke and remain G as fuck. Polo socks match my polo hat. She leave once, it's a known fact that she ain't coming back. Now Taylor gang that shit changed with the amount of horses in my motor when I switch lanes. And I beat 'em blind with the diamonds in my big chain. Heavy in the game, little homie, I'm doing big things, big things, big things.
What is this movement, bro? Honestly, this looks like a decent entry. Let's see where the risk is kind of low. Well, you know what? I'm not sure if we made a new low. Came back up. Ugh, nah. We didn't really touch any liquidity level that I'd like to take.
To keep it G, take niggas hoes and smoke hella trees with them. For your team, you niggas in the stand, you just looking. I'm a pro to these rookies in the plan is still.
As you can see, I'm not opposed to a trade. There's just nothing here. Yeah, market's kind of dumped so far. I want to see the 15-minute. Maybe there's an FVG on there. 15-minute 845 FVG, 930 tap, and then there's a dump. We did actually get a new low. So we took this level here. See that? We took this level. I guess there's a FVG here as well. I don't know how you were gonna enter. You have to enter at 10 directly. Let me see. 15-minute. I mean, the risk to reward is kind of bad on this. But let me just. Oh, I see. So this may be a bit an entrance here. Maybe. And then maybe your stop could have been there. Yeah, that's decent. You got to be fast though with your execution. But if your risk to reward was that low, then that was really good for you. Right.
Yeah. Cageburg.
Yeah, it's not really convincing enough though. Pretty choppy.
Something like a cageburg.
We'll see if we get the upside now.
Yeah. Look, you ain't a man till you stop chasing your friends, my nigga. Think for yourself, make your own plans, my nigga. I'd be lying if I said I ain't understand, my nigga. Cause who you gonna follow when the leaders all get swallowed by
I'll be back in like a minute or two. I hope the trade doesn't form while I'm gone, but I'm just gonna fucking grab a glass of water.
Thinking I can bust a hole through this wall, and bitch I just might. It's just like the cage bird, I sing a song. Hoping they open up these bars and send a nigga home. I cry when I'm alone. I'm wondering why would God send me here, knowing that they hate us, knowing that they make us feel like we evil, so we kill our people without a second thought. In every lesson taught by OGs, we full of real nigga wisdom, so we proceed like real niggas who been stripped of our humanity. I see the judge's eyes, I know that he ain't understanding me. A cage bird. Cage bird. Yeah, cage bird. Freedom's just an illusion, that's my conclusion. And if it ain't, then how my niggas keep on losing theirs? This goes out to childhood friends that's doing years. Prison tats on they backs like souvenirs. We wish that you was here. A mother's tears filled on this page. A brother's tears spilled on this page. How many days left? And can you find peace when you release? Still filled up with rage. Back on the streets, just to peep that you still in the cage.
Well, it's the oratory vet, turned down king slash poet laureate. Used to paint a picture with a story of neglect. I could have been the shorty drinking 40s on the steps, with a shorty on my left, with a shorty on the way, coming shortly to protect. I could have been the dealer in the party with the ex, but I'm hardly in the mix, and I partially confess. I definitely got a couple parts of me that I regret. Is the cup half empty or is it half full? I fill mine up with Hennessy, then get back to him. I'm just a jazz musician trapped in a rap form. You think you standing for something, you want a trap door? Well, it's the Mr. Introspective. I'm a dreamer, sort of an inception. I never fiend for the scene, but I've dreamed of the things that a Mercedes brings, like slow sex with fast women. Drinking cognac, I'm past winning. A sexy dress, fat ass in it, but still hit it till I'm half-winded. Cause niggas tell me I'm the shit when I be hitting all these dimes. See, I'm caged by the visions that are.
Alright, what happened? What happened while I was gone?
Put us in our chains, we was forced to entertain. Thinking about the present day, I'm living off the stage.
Oh, absolutely nothing. Great.
Ever get up out this cage as I
Cage bird. Cage bird.
Oh, great. Oh, this looks amazing.
Cage bird. Freedom's just an illusion, that's my conclusion. And if it ain't, then how my
It might be a no trade today. I don't know.
goes out to childhood friends that's doing years.
We'll wait till 10:30 to see anything.
Like souvenirs. We wish
I'm just not really willing to risk if the market's so shitty. Or not shitty, but you know, it does not working for us.
you find peace when you release? Still filled up with rage. Back on the streets, just to peep that you still in the cage. Damn.
Were you cold? Were you cold last night? Okay, that's good. Hey, Casey, take them. Check her crate. Oh, okay. Funky ass shit like every single day. And
make a few wins as I breeze through. 2 in the morning and the party still jumping cause my mama ain't home. I got bitches in the living room
getting it on.
They ain't leaving till
6 in the morning.
So what you wanna do? Shit, I got a pocket
Throwing the Snoop for the old heads. Yo, I unironically listen to this like all the time. It's not even for the old heads. This is just for me. I love this song. Also, I like the direction of the album. Like, bro, I love the radio. You know, the fucking like really vulgar radio host they have on here. It's so good. I like to listen. Like, this is one of the albums where I feel like you should like get a vinyl, a record player, and listen to it from front to back. Like, it's a whole. It's pretty like performative, you know. Okay, market dying right now. Is it gonna be an FVG for us to take, or is it just gonna be like the longest, choppiest wick candles that provide no entry? Let's see. Cause you gets none of these. Look, this is my YouTube music mix. This is the things that they told me I should be listening to. You gotta be bumping Dumb Dr. Dre to get suggested this. Soul 220? Very nice. That's crazy, actually. Holy shit. Really? Already? It's just been, fuck, I'll look at it after. I just gotta see if there's an FVG that forms. We are approaching some sort of liquidity level, which we already took. Dump. No burner in there? I actually do have burner on my like music, but this is a mix that gets suggested, so I don't know if there's any burner, but that. Oh, actually, there is. I got one right here. What am I even talking about? Definitely got a bump burner. Burner, currency, Wiz, all them. So those are like my guys. Although, you know what's funny? I think Burner, even though he's been rapping for a while, I think he just makes way more money off his brand, you know, his weed brand. I don't even think he'd be rapping like that anymore, except for fun. But I don't think his music was ever lucrative. I think he makes way more money off the cookies and stuff. Actually, Cookie Store opened a place in New York, and guess what? They just merged. They don't even legally have a license to sell like actual product in there, so they just sell merch. So lame. Okay, so look, it bounced off the daily low. Well, we didn't take it, so what does that mean? We're still in the range. This is yesterday's range though. From the daily low, and then we have Friday's high. Like okay, so we touched the daily low. We didn't take it. We touched it. Well, I don't know if you guys see these candles, but like, what the fuck is this kind of movement? Like, it opened here, sold here, then it opened here. Like, what is that? Technically, I don't know if this could be an FVG or not. We'll see. Yeah, bro. What is what the fuck is this? Look at these bodies. They didn't move. The price swung like almost $6, but the price didn't move.
ain't gonna keep playing with y'all. Not like I was before though. Back seat, how I like to ride. Two freaks, try and fit inside. Just left the club, now she wanna slide. Nigga keep calling, so she try and hide. Big chain, got her eyes wide. Big dope, nigga no lie. Presidential,
My doggy's getting hungry.
she only fuck with you when the rent due. I'm trying to bag one when I spin through. On the grind, getting money's not an issue. You know it's the bomb just by the cent. Nigga saying he a pimp, but he doing shit that tricks do. Lot of bullshit I've been through, it made me a boss and my whole team official. We just sticking to the script, niggas saying nigga down, but I promise they don't do it like this. About to take another trip, tell my bitch roll another zip. And my gang don't slip. Smoke trees, count a meal before I dip. So much that the bank can't fit. She chose up, you can't blame her. We in the room high as a skyscraper. We came this far, never gon' change up, homie, that's Taylor. Straight game, what I give her. Big crib, but I made it out of Pittsburgh.
Okay, okay.
Shit, we pull up, cleanest niggas at the function. All white bins looking for some skins.
Can we have a FVG somewhere?
Straight card, no cash, or them niggas be simping, so them niggas ain't lasting. Get a joint and put gas in them.
I wonder if any other ICT traders took trades today. I'm gonna look on Twitter if they did anything.
But to me that ain't natural. And it's pay me, fuck you. Smell 2Ks when I come through.
Maybe they do something I don't. I don't see no trades. Let me see if Tanja or Tanya is streaming today. Oh, she's not streaming today. Okay. She knows something better. She must know something better than I do. Okay, this is something I think. This might be something here. I don't know, man. It's still in a downtrend. It didn't make a new high. Ooh. Ooh, it's not even FVG anymore. Take a chance, roll the dice. The market is so choppy right now. Yo, you telling me, bro? Look at this 1 minute. What is this silver bullet, bro? This silver bullet is the worst fucking silver bullet I've ever seen. But that just means that it'll probably be a move from 2 to 3 p.m. Mixed. We have the reason why we're not. I'm like just pretty much drawing FVGs for fun is to see if one will form. Is that oh fuck, where the fuck is my drawing tool? Oh, there you go. Okay, first off, look at this, mixed time frames, down on the hour, down on the 4 hour. Sure, we're not down on the day because we didn't break the low of the day, so we're not down. We've chopped here. We made one move and then we chopped here. We made one move. Oh, thank you. This is a cookie? Oh, a cake. Oh, is this a moon cake? Oh, okay. It looked like with the pattern, you know. I thought it might have been moon cake. It's the same shape. Sorry, my wonderful girlfriend gave me a little snack. What I was saying is like this this is mixed time frame here, and you know the move right here happened, which is at 9:40, I guess, outside our range. Since then, there's not really been significant lows taken. Of course, we've taken the London and the New York, but then we didn't take the daily. Officially broke MSS to the upside. Oh, okay, word on MNQ. Okay, good to know. Thanks for the call out. Yeah, I'm seeing. I'm expecting some kind of 1 minute or some upside as well, just because we didn't go past, we didn't make a new low. Like our low is still within the daily.
Say, Jill. It's the champagne pouring, big joint rolling, Bombay sipping, no blunt smoking, bad bitch getting thick and she got some friends with her. I take them out,
Four shots of liquor.
drinking out the bottle, smiling in all my pictures. The marijuana loud, so them hoes follow like
I'm gonna look at MNQ now.
you know everything tailor.
So a lot of people, I'm told, a lot of people actually prefer to trade micros on MNQ because your risk is so low. But bro, like your risk is not low. Like you can trade like, this is like so many fucking points. Like if you were to take a short, or you take a short, you risk like 37 points, and then like you risk like 500 points. You know what I'm saying? And then you risk like 37, and that's on the 5 minute. Like it's just so huge, which is why I don't really like it that much. But I'm seeing you know, some sort of shift towards the upside on MNQ as well. So good call out, and you'll see the same thing on SPY here. I just want to get on the 5 minute because we might have our FVG form, and I would like to take a trade. FVG. Okay, I gotta take it. I'm taking this. Okay, so I took an entry upside. I saw you saw the Bitcoin went high, and we have a market structure shift, and we have two FVGs up here. I'm okay to take the long. It's just risky because this candle didn't close yet, so I could get dumped on right now, but I'm willing to risk. I think we are doing upside now, especially because the other assets are doing upside. So I think we're gonna definitely target minimum. I'm not looking at any contracts. I'm just trading futures right now. I'm looking minimum at. Hold on, let me adjust the risk here. I'm just looking to get long and probably go for Friday's high. That would be a little bit below 2, a little bit above 2. So we'll see. And on the 5 minute, it's a little bit a premature entry because we'll have to wait another 5 minutes for this thing to actually form an FVG. I'm just hoping we don't fall or close below the London low. I'll probably take out. I probably won't risk the whole thing, but I kind of felt good about the entry.
swear I'm on my nigga get smashed out. My nigga swear I'm on my level. Man, I'm high as fuck. Man, I swear I'm on my level. Man, I'm sloppy drunk. Man, I swear I'm on my level. I'm finna pass out. Man, I swear I'm on my hater get smashed out. My nigga swear I'm on. See, I've been drinking champagne all night.
I want to see it fly through these highs, to be honest. I don't want to be in this choppy ass shit. It gets stopped out because of some chop. Let's see what it does at the Asia high.
Close your eyes. So watch you do the Macarena somewhere out by Pasadena. Love a drug that everybody here just trying to get a taste of. You a waste of the space that you take up living. This time around I'm not kidding. I had an intuition about these women in society.
Asia high was tapped.
Looking at shit different. How a man in my position can't start slipping down these slopes, cause it's all just
Another FVG made.
as a kid, I didn't learn that, but when you were young and you just trying to live your life and have some fun in a world where you have yet to see how evil it's become. It's hard to have a dream when you deep inside of one, and I know you hate them spirits, so I keep them in my lungs. I'm a beetle to these young kids, but sometimes I be feeling like a needle to these young kids. You had the world, you about to leave it to these young kids, and we gon' show you what the love is. It won't stop.
Do I recommend using a prop firm? If you are beginning out and you don't want to put a lot of money or lose a lot of money, then yeah, I do. Try trading with a prop firm. It'll be a good exercise for you. But other than that, not really, because if you want to do it long term, just get some money and trade yourself futures. I mean, your risk is there. You can definitely get destroyed and stuff, but that's why you trade with stops or, you know, practice risk management. And practice risk management with a prop firm isn't bad because let's say you spend like $50 for an account challenge. It's like, okay, the max you could lose is 50 bucks, you know. But treat it like a business. Actually try to get your thing. Okay, I'm gonna probably end my trade soon, but it's looking amazing at the moment. I will probably exit soon. Okay, I'm out. Perfect 2-0. Friday's high was tap 2. How we feeling, y'all? That was some fucking patience we need to that was some just like disgusting patience we practiced. And we still got the silver bullet. You know what I'm saying? Let's fucking go. I just love that, you know, we've been on a pretty good streak, so you know, shit is just valid, you know what I'm saying? We might go for the London high too. But why do we care? We're done. What are the first 3 to 5 things we should do each time on the chart before we start trading? Now, let's clarify our question. Do you mean before you even look at the market or before you enter a trade? Like, what do you mean? Because I got the routine for both. Also, if you guys took that trade with me, guys, you killing it right now. You know, I got my 2.13. But it went almost 4 now. What are the first 3 to 5 things we should do each time on the chart? Well, before I like to do is I like to clear all my levels to remove any biases, and I like to get the liquidity on there. Those levels that I do every morning, that, you know, that London high, New York high, all these highs. all these lows, and then I check the larger time frames as well. I check the hour, I check the day, um, I check the week as well if it's not super conclusive, but I just try to have a total alignment of the frames, you know? I also check, importantly, I check the day because if it's an inside day, if you follow the strat, if it's a one candle, inside candle, it's not good conditions for us to trade. You'll see choppy shit like this all the time. But yeah. I slap, wait, what is these noises? Is that the music? Oh my god. I hate that he put that at the end of the track. It happened before too. Stole bases on M and Q as well. Okay, so you slapped that. Very nice. Yeah, I totally slapped a silver bullet right here. No doubt about that. Beautiful FVG. It's that same song. Yeah, it's now I know it's at the end of the Mac Miller song. So when that song ends, I gotta change it, like really fast. Give me a sec, y'all. I just gotta see how much money I made, to be honest. Alright, I got some good money right there. And you see that Friday high liquidity grab? You see that, guys? We knew that was gonna happen right there. Oh my god. Absolute destruction. Oh my god, the market ruthless. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, my profit got right there. Alright. That's stream for today, y'all. I'm still up for like 15 more minutes. I'll stick around, ask for the questions and stuff like that if you guys have. If not, I'm gonna vibe out anyway. I'm happy with my execution. Not only today, but like the last 2 weeks, man. We've been killing it if you guys haven't noticed. If you guys haven't realized. And if I'm killing it, then I hope that some people by default are picking some of this shit up. And if you're not picking any of it up, let me know what you're not picking up or what I need to explain, because to me this is the business as usual. So it might not be clear, like what's clear to me, that might not be clear as day to you. Will you be on tomorrow? Yeah, I'll probably stream tomorrow. Yeah. If it's an inside day, I won't stream that day. Or like I won't. I mean, I'll stream, but I won't trade that day. But yeah. Is that an FVG we can take advantage of? Are you talking about this downside one? No. It's not. This is the FVG I took right here. So I got my 16 ticks and I was out. This one right here. This is the FVG. This is the trade I wanted to take off of. But I actually ended up entering a little late. So instead of risking it like this, which is all you need to do, instead of risking 5, I actually ended up risking like 3 more points. But I still got my my 16 up on the upside, so which is like a little over 2. So yeah. So this is the FVG that I wanted to take the trade off of right here. And then on the 5 minute, you'll notice something. Well, shit, not right now, but this is also a beginning of like an FVG that was being formed on the 5 minute. It never happened, which is why I kind of focused on the 1 minute. And also, another thing is that on the 1 minute, I had like so much levels of conviction. Like, I had people in the chat telling me 84K Bitcoin, which means new high. MNQ does a market structure shift, which means it's gonna make some kind of high. Not new, but you know, maybe it makes a new internal high. And then I also had a market structure shift on on the ES futures all at the same time. So it's like I had pretty high conviction that like, okay, this shit has to run up because every other index or every other thing that we're using to measure the market or measure an asset is going up. But I will say that in the chat, you guys pat yourself on the back because I think that knowing that Bitcoin hit 84K and MNQ also did a market structure shift up did inform me and be like, yo, you know, maybe this shit will make a move, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. But then all we need to do was target Friday's high, and that's exactly what we did, and then that was going to keep our 2-0. It's actually more than that. If you got a better entry than me, um, then you would have gotten a 4.0 trade, but because I had a later entry, I actually ended up taking around 2.13. So yeah. But it doesn't really matter. I was like some seconds late, so you know that's just the nature of the game. Like it's okay to have 1 or 2 to 3 ticks of error.
Keep the cake blowing. Snakes in the grass keep mowing. Ass so fat, look swollen. Another city state got a showing. Another airport got it going. Reason why you wait, I'm knowing. Niggas got too much horn. I keep rolling up.
Nah, yeah. The website is not done. Okay, I forgot to mention that the website. I'm just showing you guys this. It's not like actually functional. I've actually just built. I just started building it, so I will. You know, I will like put all the links and all that stuff like that. I was just showing you the beginning of what I added. But yeah, like this is gonna be all functional. Don't worry. And all this like this bullshit is gonna be changed. It's gonna look not nice, a lot nicer. And this content library is gonna be built out too. So yeah, I would say just be patient for that. But I was letting the stream earlier know that this is like one of the things I worked on this weekend. And this is gonna be like just a content library or like a resource for my channel. But not only that, but also like just reliable trading links and resources that anyone can use. So yeah. So yeah, that's like what my project has evolved into. Because I thought I was gonna do everything on the Notion, but I actually just got a new site, and then I'm gonna put everything. I'm gonna link the Notion here, and then that's where you can get the journal. Also, if you guys are wondering about prop firms on my YouTube channel, there's a video called like futures and options. Which one should you choose? And that's a crash course, but just going over the difference between futures and options. And I also go over prop firms as well. So yeah. And I'm probably I will just say this: if you watch other YouTubers on, everyone is like getting paid or affiliated with the prop firm. I'm telling you, I might be the only futures trader that will tell you not to. You don't need a prop firm. What do you keep thinking about the price above that, bouncing above the FVG? I mean, if you follow my rules, like this FVG is still valid, and if you were to, let's say, take an entry off this FVG, well then your risk to reward is going to be, well, this is your middle FVG, and then the candle below that, the number 1 candle is right here, right? So your risk to reward would actually just be this 1 candle. So if price doesn't go below this 1 candle of the FVG, you're good. And as you can see, price does below the FVG, but price doesn't close below the FVG, and price doesn't even go below the 1 candle. So to me, it's viable. It's still alive, and the time frames are in your favor. So I'm not telling you should have entered the trade, but if you're asking me what I think of it, I'm just telling you that I think it's still viable, and I wouldn't exit unless price closes below there. But the question you need to ask yourself is that, are you willing to withstand that risk, right? Because if you are, then you already know that this is your FVG. You like this one. So yeah. But I wouldn't say do anything right now. I would say don't feel like you need to FOMO or rush into things. Like silver bullet hour is almost over. You know what I'm saying? So The actual play is to um the actual play is to just like if my actual play is to say if you entered on FVG and it didn't get taken, you should be able to hold the whole day as long as it didn't get taken. So like if I were following my rules, I would be like, yeah, I'll be still be holding, but who needs to do that? I was already profitable, so I took it. But yeah, we'll have to see price close below it, and we might see it here too. I think I'm gonna switch to futures. I love the simplicity of the charts and tickers. Yeah, I mean, some people overcomplicate their trading. To be honest, I was trading SPX and SPY on options for a while before I switched to futures, but then I was like, oh man, it's so easy. Because the thing is, I was actually losing money on some options because I would have to pick the strike. So sometimes I'm like, I don't really know if price is gonna go $10 or $20 higher. Like, I don't know. I can't judge that. But I know it's going to be this level. So I would just like buy really close to the money and try to trade that, which was fine. But like just so much extra steps on options. And it's okay because options will give you a better return, but you also get clapped on options too. And if you want to get a big returns, you're gonna have to risk big. You know what I'm saying? And something that people don't understand is that SPX dailies, 0 days, are actually fucking expensive. They're not cheap at all. Uh, like average price of SPX daily is like anywhere between $500 to $1,000. Like that's not fucking cheap at all. So the fact that you have to like even size up on that is crazy, and to have it disappear in one day is inherently risky. You know what I'm saying? What do I use instead of prop firms? I use cold hard cash. I just use my own money. I use my own money and I scale up my account to a point where I can take my money out. So if I put $1,000 in, I try to make $1,000 profit before I pay myself $1,000, and then I'll trade risk free, and then that I'll trade for months. Or I'll just trade however I feel. Like if I've made like $3,000 that one day, I'll pay myself. So yeah, I really don't try to keep my futures account large, because you guys know, if you guys are trading with me, like you guys know how risk averse I am. Like you guys know I don't like to have like those huge risk, huge trades. Like I'm way more comfortable just getting my 10, 15 ticks and I'm good. And so it's like I would never say that you should put a lot of money in, because the whole point is to actually just take money out. Like if you're really excellent at futures trading, then you should not need to risk a ton to make good trades, especially when things are really volatile with MNQ uh, and ES. But the thing is that if you're not good at futures trading, then well, you have some work to do. It doesn't matter if you're not good. You can learn to be good. Um, Currently doing prop firm challenges. Well, if you can't pass a prop firm, don't put real money in. I would say that's a good measure. Try to pass a prop firm, because it's harder to trade on a prop firm than it is a real account. Because I don't have any restrictions. I can risk as much as I want. I can enter as trades as much as I want. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there's margin for the brokerage and stuff, but other than that, I don't have restrictions like you get, or what like prop firms would do. And I have prop firm accounts, but the thing is that I'm kind of spoiled by options trading, where like, when I made a lot of money in options trading, I would just like sell, and then I would pay myself the next day, and then I would get my money in like less than a week, maybe even like the next day if it's early in the week. But with prop firms, sometimes I mean, I've used like Apex and stuff, and when you have a new account, they make you wait like an extra month or extra 3 weeks or something for your first withdrawal. It's just like so stupid, you know what I'm saying? It's like I already won it. I already made the trade. Give my money. But so that's where I like. I totally have a preference to just use my own money, and if I don't have a lot of money I'm willing to risk, then I just trade micros. I literally trade one contract at a time, because it's okay if I lose $10 in one day. Okay, I don't give a fuck. It's part of the learning experience. It's worth it. um, What do you use instead of prop firms? I go on Tradeovate. I made a brokerage account on Tradeovate, and I wire money into my Tradeovate account, and it usually deposits same day or next. So yeah.
I'm high, so I said it like that.
I already took profit on the first move. Nice job, Jackson. I know you've been sticking with me from like one of the first academies, so yeah. Nice job, bro. I know you've been taking some good trades here and there. Take profit trader is good with quick payouts. Okay, I'll check it out. I'm not opposed to the prop firm shit. It's just that, dude, I trade options cash account. It's like I'm used to risking my own money. Like I'm used to not paper trading. I'm not used to like demo accounts. I'm used to all real money, all real pain, and all real gain. That's why I'm like really skittish when when things go uh or that's why I'm hesitant or like, some days I'll just like take profit really early or break even. It's cuz it's my real money, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to fucking sit there and theory craft and have my wallet pay for the theory craft. I'm out. Speaking from personal experience, when did you get funded on that? Okay, you can same day you can get money. All right, well that's appealing. Cause I did Apex, I got funded on there, and I didn't really like it too much. But I did like Apex because they were cheap and it allowed me to buy, reset. So like I didn't pass prop firms on my first try because I was when I first started trading, I was pretty risk heavy because I didn't really understand it that well, and so I blew up like my first two attempts of a prop firm account. So I used Apex because they were cheap, so I could keep buying more if I needed to pass more. But yeah, no, I just use my own brand. And I could put the dollar amount, but it's not important, guys. I can just show you the ticks instead. Because I don't want to. It doesn't really matter like if I made 60 or 500 or 5,000 or whatever, but I really want people to understand risk to reward and movements and how I'm just looking at the chart, and you'll notice that it's not people are like, oh, how much do you risk per trade? It's like, well, each trade is different. I actually risk a different amount. You know what I'm saying? As long as I have my key levels, that's what determines my risk. You know, so this FVG is small, my risk is small. I'm really happy to take that trade. Um, FVGs are large. I always dread them because I'm like, ugh, I know price is gonna come down, and I'm gonna see like minus 12 ticks before I see any upside. You know what I'm saying? So this is kind of how I want. This kind of want to visualize. You know, I want to show you people, and also actually showing your money is really psychological. When I traded options, I actually turned that money off. I turned dollar signs off because I would just like I wouldn't focus on how much I was risking. I would just focus on like big dollars and big numbers, and that would actually fuck me in the long side. So I would say, um, like if you focus on ticks or percents, you actually are way more consistent, and you take less mental capacity. You take less like mental burden when you not seeing straight dollar signs all the time. Also, when you show your ticks and when you track your ticks, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what account your size is. Because if you just track your trades and you have an edge, you're gonna make money no matter how much you put in. That's the whole point of an edge. The whole point of an edge is that your strategy works. I love J. Cole, but I don't gotta listen to him about, becoming a man type shit. We got like oh, actually this is already it's already time. I just need to build up the confidence, that's all. Well, hey, once you take a couple successful trades, you will believe in yourself. You will be like, "Hey, I've seen this shit again and again." And then sometimes the charts will literally speak to you and they'll cry out. They're like, "Oh my god, price is going to go up. You need to be into this." Like when I enter, you'll notice that like I get like really I speak really shortly, and I don't explain it until after I enter because I'm like so fucking hooked. I'm like, oh my god, I can't even speak. There's an entry. I need to click. I need to click. But you know what the best part about this edge is? If you didn't like how you performed, tomorrow is a new motherfucking day. That's the best part. You could just leave your execution thoughts behind and wake up tomorrow and have a fresh new start. That's the best part. That's what I love. That's honestly what I love about this thing. It's just like when you follow this strategy, it gives you so many chances. And if you're that's why. So here's the thing. Here's the real red pill. Guys, there's no best strategy. This strategy doesn't work 100%. Key's strategy doesn't work 100%. What actually works is your discretion. What actually works is how you frame the market, how you generate ideas. What actually works is because at the end of the day, how many people trade strat, right? How many people trade strat? Like so many people. But there's only one key, right? Like there's only one guy that was doing what he was doing. And the reason is because not everyone's execution with the knowledge is going to be the same. Not everyone is applying it the best and right ways. Not everyone has his experience to even go off of. He's been also doing this for like almost 5 years now. So like what I'm telling you is that the actual edge is yourself. The actual edge is how your discretion, you know what I'm saying? Like how quality are your trades, you know what I'm saying? Where are you risking your money? All this good stuff. So being able to track why you enter your trades, being able to track that the last 5 trades you took, you risked this much and you came out with double, and then the one that went against you, you stopped at break even. Like having that logged down and literally just telling yourself like this is proof that I can actually execute and be wavy at trading is going to do a lot for you. And you know, and I just want to say one thing is that when you come into the market, don't expect to trade. Don't expect to set up. Of course, you know, you saw me getting bored, so I was just drawing fucking FVGs everywhere, and they were all getting canceled out the next minute. But, you know, it goes to show you that the reason I'm doing that is because I wanted to kind of exemplify that I wasn't expect. I mean, of course, I was expecting FVG for our entry, but I wasn't expecting anything, a trade, and I didn't take anything because I just knew that it's definitely a possibility that from 9:40 to 10:30 we were going to see absolutely nothing. That's definitely a possibility. Almost an hour of absolutely no movement until we saw a nice move from that lasted only like 6 or 7 minutes, right? So what I'm telling you is that you can't have an expectation to trade every day, and at some days are just going to be like this, where it's just a shit show, and then you got a little move, and you got to move again. That's fine, but always come into the market not expecting to trade, or being okay with there not being a setup, because this will save you from being antsy and hesitant to, or like super anxious to get into the market. Like, oh my god, I need to trade, I need to make profit, blah blah. If you ever feel like you need to trade or you need to make profit, that is a signal that you should either take a break or just reassess yourself and understand why you're feeling like that. Because the market, if you have an edge, if you have a good strategy, you should be confident that you're going to get the profit if you take good trades. So you shouldn't really be fiending for profit. It's gonna there. It's there. It's gonna come to you. You know what I'm saying? Even after half an hour, it still came to us twice. You actually got blessed entry. Even if you didn't want to take early, late entry like me, you got a blessed entry, and you could have done the same exact trade I just did half an hour ago. So the market always presents opportunity. You can't be a fiend. Okay, that's all. That's really what I want to leave with you. Leave with. I'm gonna update my site as well. We're gonna add some new content and make it a little bit functional today. So I'm gonna use some of that time back. So I will catch you guys. I'm gonna end the stream here, but appreciate y'all, and we will be back at it tomorrow once again. We're gonna get that silver bullet and do the same exact thing again. So yeah. All right, guys. That's that. I will catch you tomorrow. Have a good day and have a good rest of the week.